David Adeleye versus what's the guy's name that he even fought again? Kamil Sokolowski. Was it a robbery? Did David Adeleye deserve to win this fight, or did Kamil Sokolowski win this fight and he was done hard by the judges? Like, subscribe, share the video, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button, drop your comments in the comment section below. If you want to support the channel, hit the link in the description, drop the thing for the channel. You want to follow me on Twitter, follow me at KO Boxing Vibe 1, Instagram official KO Boxing Vibe. So I wasn't going to talk about this one. It was on the undercard of Denzel Bentley versus Felix Cash, and I said, you know what, there's a bit of traction on it. Fans are talking a little bit about it on Twitter, Instagram and stuff like that. So I'm gonna drop my take. I didn't actually watch this fight specifically. I only watched the Denzel Bentley Cash fight and the fight before the main event. So I didn't really see this one live, so I had to go on YouTube and go watch the fight. And my take is, some people are trying to say that Sokolowski got robbed, that the judges, I think it was only judged by, was it judged by the ref? Because I only saw the scorecard of 58-57. I think it might have been one of them ones judged by the ref. If you guys know who judged this fight, drop your comments. I wasn't too sure who judged it, but I only saw one scorecard of 58-57 in David Adeleye's favor. But a lot of people said that, like I said, it was a robbery, and stuff like that. And for me, I feel like Sokolowski landed the more eye-catching shots. He landed the shots that snapped, Adeleye's, head back. He buzzed him with a few shots here and there. And obviously, because Adeleye missed quite a lot, his shots, he didn't use his jab at all. Adeleye, he didn't use his jab. He was just, swinging for the fences, trying to line his big haymakers. And Sokolowski, obviously, I think he's got like 22 losses on his resume or something like that. Even though he's got losses, he's a wily old, he's one of these old journeyman kind of fighters that have a bit of experience, especially in a fight that only was 6 rounds. It was only a 6-round fight, against a guy who's got decent experience. He's probably fought people like Adeleye before, swinging shots. If Adeleye had used his jab, he would have had a lot more success. Obviously now he won the fight, but he says he could potentially do a rematch because he wants to stop Sokolowski next time. He wasn't happy with his own performance, and his performance wasn't the greatest. If you're gonna be fair and objective, he didn't use his jab. A lot of his shots didn't land. Obviously, he landed some shots on Sokolowski, but because Sokolowski kept it if you watch the Wilder versus Johan Duopa fight, Johan Duopa keep his chin glued to his chest. So a lot of Wilder's right hands weren't really doing much, or they didn't look like they were doing anything, even though he was taking punishment. But obviously, Sokolowski didn't look like he took too much punishment in this fight from Adeleye, because he didn't really land that many shots on. And even the shots he did land, they didn't really have the impact, because Sokolowski get his chin glued to his chest, so that takes off the leverage off the shots that Adeleye was tempting to land on Sokolowski. So for me, if it was me that's scoring the fight, I would have scored the fight in favor of Sokolowski personally, because I feel he landed the more eye-catching shots that had more effect. He was walking. Adeleye didn't really impose his will on Sokolowski. Sokolowski imposed his will on Adeleye a lot more. So for me, I would have scored it in the favor of Sokolowski. It wasn't a clear-cut robbery. I won't call it that, because the scorecards was pretty close to 58-57. But for me, I would have scored it in favor of Adeleye can thank the ref, thank the whoever's judging. He should be thanking them, because I believe a majority of people would have scored it in Sokolowski's favor. So he was gifted a decision there, because he's fighting on Frank Warren's card, and they're trying to build him up as like this. He's got muscles, and this guy who's gonna be like some kind of AJ and all this kind of stuff. A Nigerian fight, something. They know. I know where they're going with it. So they're not going to allow some Kamil Sokolowski to come and spoil the whole thing and give, David Adeleye his first L. Because taking an L too early against some journeyman, who wants to be doing that? But, I can't really say hats off, because it wasn't a good performance to Adeleye. And maybe he's going to run it back and try and stop him. So what are you man saying? Drop your comments in the comment section below. What do you guys think about, David Adeleye's performance against Sokolowski? Is he another hype job? You know, like Frank Warren's got like people are trying to say about Dubois and what do you call it, Anthony Yard and all these guys, or has he actually got a future? Because I know he's been sparring guys like Tyson Fury. You know, he's got experience in like sparring, and obviously, you know, they want to build him up as the next thing in heavyweight boxing in the UK. So what's your guys' take on Adeleye? Where does he go from here? Does he have a shot in the heavyweight division of becoming anything? Drop your comments in the comment section below. Obviously, he's been talking about him fighting Nathan Gorman. If he's going to fight Nathan Gorman, he's going to have to definitely prove more than this. Because if he fights like this against Gorman, he's going to lose. So let me see what you guys are saying. Drop your comments in the comment section below. If you want to support the channel, hit the link in the description. Drop the thing. Follow me on KO Boxing Vibe 1 on Twitter. Official KO Boxing Vibe on Instagram. You know, and subscribe to the channel. Cool.